Alright, sweet. We are live. Let's go. We have another Arena Agricola game. Yeah. Let's throw on. Okay. We've thrown out stream announcements. We are playing Punsaka, C Zhang, and OBJJ. This player doesn't even have a good enough reputation that I don't even think they're supposed to be allowed to play Arena. Maybe 60% is literally the cutoff for Arena nowadays. I don't remember. But that's not great. But we're first seat. Opening pack here. I see a bookshelf. I see moldboard plow. I see lumber mill. I see straw thatched roof. I see truffle slicer. All of those are decent. I also see small scale farmer, collector. I've seen some strong collector game plans, and there's also a truffle slicer, which is pretty sweet. It's unlikely small scale farmer comes back around, but I do think collector is actually strong enough on its own. Truffle slicer I think could be pretty strong within that. I think moldboard plow can be pretty good. It's possible I do like a 2-room game this game even. I mean like priest on the wheel is actually pretty good too. Do like small house stuff early, which tends to be in plow help is good. I just want a lot of wood. I could just have it first seat, so I could literally open this game with 5 wood, which is nice. I think this is moldboard plow, but that is a little unexciting. How badly rated are these players, I guess, is the other good question. I should peek at that real quick. Because if they're particularly... Ooh, Pinsaka's actually pretty good. Zhang, not good at all. Not very good at all. So I'm behind 2 weak players, which tends to mean growth is actually probably better, so it's a little dangerous. But you can do 1 room into... I could always 1 room into collector still, too. But if I go 1 room, then I'm much more tempted by a bookshelf, lumber mill. Let's take bookshelf. There's so many ways bookshelf goes insane. There's too much of an upside. We see a loom, which makes the collector really quite good. We also see lettuce patch. God, lettuce patch is so good too. But loom, this has to be loom. It's got to be loom, right? Yeah. Gosh, stonecutter. If we got the lumber mill back, or even if we took the lumber mill, stonecutter lumber mill's a combo I love. Loam pit, lettuce patch. Gosh, lots of good stuff. This likely just has to be chimney sweep though. Chimney sweep is great. If we are gonna go collector, we really need more victory point ceiling. Bookshelf means we might want to have a lot of Oxworth playing, so I think it's this. Anyhow, for those wondering about my stream title this time, by the way, too, if you're hanging out, my stream title says we're going for the number 2 ELO, and that's because we are back up to 3rd. We've had a good run, and oddly enough, the rest of the leaderboard lately has all of a sudden fallen away. So we are very close to number 2, which I've never actually hit number 2 yet. So I would love to get that number 2 badge while I here. The number 1 badge is obviously not. It's not really within the realm of reasonable. Like I still have to get 100 elo, which is insane. Like that's not gonna happen. But the number 2 badge is definitely possible. Okay. So here, game catcher is like generically the strongest, but I already have a collector, so it's less needed. Building tycoon's probably not going to do enough though. Game catcher certainly, I mean, is just a lot of food with bookshelf. Like you play this late plus bookshelf. Scythe worker, otherwise, I don't need a grain source. Collector gives me everything. I guess this is just like game catcher. And then the rest of these are not particularly needed. I mean, manger could work, I guess, but then it means I also need stables, which is kind of annoying. And even then, it's not great because with collector, like if I do like 2-room collector stuff, you could like literally fill like most of your board. So it could just be 3-field rotation. Yeah, I'm just gonna go 3-field. Although, God, it's not clear I'm gonna have enough Ox out. Having a lot of high Ock miners is a little risky because it might mean I don't have a lot of playable stuff early. Ooh, Furniture Maker. Furniture Maker Bookshelf is pretty sweet. And Stork's Nest. Interesting. I don't really think this is a Stork's Nest hand, but Furniture Maker is a huge Stork's Nest enabler. But I don't really have any room discounters, and I haven't seen any room discounters. Nothing else here is important to me, though, so Furniture Maker is probably the pick. Um, then I might play Hand Plow in time. I guess Drinking Trough also negates the need for stables if I played for the Manger, but I didn't take the Manger. I'm not totally convinced I should be doing 2-room Big Country, or not 2-room Collector. Maybe it's 3-room Collector here. 3-room Collector might still be quite good, though. We'll have to see what the rest of my hand goes like, but I don't think this is Stork's Nest. I just don't think I have the rest of the Ox to justify Stork's Nest in. So then just Woodfield is good? A point, or a food to a point? I mean, Hand Plow is fine too, I just don't know what I'm playing it for sure. I think I prefer Woodfield because of the flexibility on when I play it. Basically, I'm not sure I want to start player early with this hand, like, at all. I'm not sure I'm going to be starting. I'm not sure I'm trying to fight for growth. I might just be collecting a stupid amount of wood and running an early collector. And then trying to build rooms later. But again, with weaker players, maybe there's too much value on the board. We'll see. We'll see how it plays. The moldboard plow came all the way back. I think. Oh God, the lumber mill's still here though too. My hand's reasonably good for lumber mill, and I'm a big fan of lumber mill. But God, plow help. I've seen no plow help. I mean, how can I turn down plow help? The small scale farmer did not come, by the way, which is a shame. But the priest did. Priest is pretty legitimate with the collector game plan. I just rush out my fences, and then I renovate to clay. I play priest. It's a pretty good game plan. Pretty good game plan. God, it almost has to be this, but the lumber mill is also like pretty insane. I guess it doesn't help me with that many miners, so lumber mill's really just 2 points, which 2 points for 2 stone is like totally fine. But I probably can get enough wood, especially if I do put Furniture Maker into the game plan. And I probably should be playing Furniture Maker because there's not a great reason I'm not playing most of these occupations. Although, what am I doing with all the late wood? I'm gonna need a joinery then, but this has to, moldboard plow has to be too much value. Has to. Wow, and we get Stonecutter back though. So now I'm a little sad I didn't take the combo. Plus, Stonecutter works on Schnapps Distillery here. I'm not sure this is Stonecutter though. I don't know if I play Stonecutter in time for it to matter. Oh, but it's clearly not Cowherd. I'm collecting cows, and I have Game Catcher. Have I ever played Interior Decorator and getting enough value? Probably not. So whatever. Stonecutter could get played here. Yeah, off of Bookshelf. I mean, even if Stonecutter's only like 2 stone off of Bookshelf, that's fine. So then maybe it is Schnapps. I mean, I'm very unlikely to have enough vegetables to actually make Schnapps Distillery work. I'm not likely to get there, but when it costs a stone and a veg, it's better. Like with Stonecutter, this is more palatable, but recycled brick I've also seen be pretty strong. Like if I could get a pottery or something, I think I'm gonna take recycled brick, which I do have a ton of Aqu requirements. But I mean, having Aqu requirements is good. Wow, we do get Major back. I just don't think Major's the right game plan. I think it's 6 spaces is fencing, 4 spaces is moldboard plow, and then leave myself another room for a 5th plow, a 3rd room, maybe a 4th room, depending on how the game goes. I still might build before. Well, no, with Priest, I probably am just doing this collector thing. I think it's very good. So then this is just take the stable. And then Aquawise, I just take Consultant for Loom Sheep. Consultant for Loom Sheep is fine. I guess, I mean, Building Tycoon is a funky way to try to build, but leech off somebody else. I'm not building multiple rooms probably though. This should be fine. And just having a stable at some point to play is also fine. I really think I am opening this game 3 wood. I just don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna try to fence early, and that's gonna be the game plan. So we're gonna open 3 wood, 2 wood, and do funky. We're gonna try to make this collector thing work. We need to take a lot of wood. We can play furniture maker. Let's see. Sorry, I got distracted by Discord. What's been happening? Reedstone Food got taken by Punsaka. That makes sense. That's a good play. If I somehow get Occupation back, I will play Furniture Maker. I think Furniture Maker, it makes too much sense with this hand. Furniture Maker plus Bookshelf means that playing Ox is just like, I get 2 wood and a food every time I go to expensive Ock later in the game. Like, with Bookshelf, I get 2 wood of food. Like, that's a great action. I get like I get all these cards do enough that they're worth at least playing, but I don't get it here, which is fine. I just take 2 wood over 2 clay. I really need a hearth, but the hearth can come later. We see a wood barter. That's a good card. Our opponents are at least playing good cards, but they're also playing cards that inject more wood into the game. So I get the sense it is going to be a very wood-rich game. Which means that I might not even need to build my room with Priest all that badly, I guess, but I still probably will try to. The tricky part, I guess, of the Priest plan is I need 4 clay for a hearth, I need 2 clay for a reno, and then I still need 2 more clay for a room. So I do need 8 clay for hearth plus reno plus 2 clay left on the Priest. So that's fine, but it's definitely slight trickiness. Well, we are either staying start or we're going to be second. They're going to build a stable with Wood Barterer. That's interesting. Or can you just take 2 wood and do nothing? No, you have to use it. Okay, and that's what they're realizing. That would be kind of interesting if you could just go to that space and get 2 wood, because that maybe would be their best action. But yeah, that's not how it works. Building a stable is not good enough here. At least I don't think it is. I mean, maybe building a stable is fine in this position. No, it just takes a single read. Okay, that's fine by me. Take single read. I'm not gonna care. We see major flip. That's fine. I'm just taking the 3 wood. It's the goal. The whole plan of this is to take wood. That's all we need to do. We need a bunch of wood, and we're gonna set up collector during stage 2, or yeah, stage 2 collector. Off of our collector, we can take the reed we need for the renovation. I guess we could take dribbles of clay if that's what we really need. Otherwise, trying to take some extra stone for mages is nice. Bricklayer, I forgot Bricklayer got passed. That's a little concerning that they're playing Bricklayer. I mean, it might just be to save a clay on a fireplace, but Bricklayer also could be in possible clay supports combos, which would be scary. But we'll see. We're not getting Ock back, which is fine. We're gonna just take 2 wood again. Hey, Heroic Logic, welcome. Welcome, good morning. We see Scythe Worker, that's fine, that doesn't scare me. We do eventually need a food action also, but I just... No need to take day labor yet. Welcome, Fofo, good morning, folks. We're planning on running a collector game and then trying to grow with Priest in like stage 3. And then we're gonna abuse loom and bookshelf and everything else. We're gonna have a sick furniture maker bookshelf game here, I think. I think furniture maker's still gonna be nuts. Not that I totally even know what I'm doing with all the extra wood. I guess it's gonna pay for my stables eventually, or a joinery, or whatever, but furniture maker could inject so much wood for me still too, which it's fine. Hey, Koki Loki, welcome. Ooh, childless for blue. They played wood barter, took single read, have childless. Not convinced they're gonna get there, but they might. But yeah, 4th state childless is rough, so that is unfortunate. I'm just taking wood. I'm just taking wood. We're at 10 wood. 2 rounds in, we're at 10 wood. This could be a hell of a lot worse. I really just want to hit 15 wood and build 15 fences. We're just building 6 spaces of pastures, getting all those fences up, and then we can collect twice. Again, we need some food, we need a hearth. Those are other side goals. Playing furniture maker before we play collector is a side goal, but it's not as important. Just play collector, then furniture maker is a fine order. Where do you see such things in my hand? I do not have cards that say house steward or constable. So, oh, you mean for purple. Sorry, that's what you mean. Yeah, purple. If purple has another, I see. Purple could have like house steward into build, or they could just be getting screwed. I will take 4 clay. 4 clay gives me the hearth. Hearth is better than getting wood here for me. Locking in the hearth is very important. We're not staying on 2 rooms forever, but we're doing funky things where we're gonna fence and collect during stage 2, and then we're gonna worry about building a room with priest. So we are gonna very much prefer like a late growth game. But we are, even if it's early growth, I think it's going to be okay. I mean, our opponents will be much better off, but in early growth, our strong feeding should provide a lot of value. So there's that to consider. So we'll see. But I mean, I've started to really believe in this collector stuff. I've watched other people, and Gray used to claim that he could basically always hit upper 40s with collector. Oof, first pick Tiller. We did pass a loam pit, so I'm very afraid of Punsaka's game now. The fact that I've passed, or that I passed a loam pit to a Tiller, loam pit bricklayer means that they can build very like cheap clay rooms. It does mean that I might really want to snag the pottery with recycled brick. You had a 60-point Freemason Scholar game. Yeah, that's so cool too. That's awesome. Expensive Ock here instead of free Ock is possibly kind to me, but I think I'm just building the hearth because red didn't build the fireplace. Now we see the scythe worker. This looks like it might be some sort of like straw thatched game plan. I did pass a straw thatched roof, so Reedstone food for purple is not the action, although they can't hit childless anyhow. Yeah, they're getting kind of wrecked. There is Freeok. God, is Freeok... Am I supposed to get distracted by Freeok Furniture Maker here? No, the hearth is mandatory. I need the hearth to have a great game. So let's do our mandatory action. Plus, that gives us a guaranteed 4 food action next round, and we do need a food action still. So I do this. This is going to be the tiller now, I assume. Probably. Tiller Loam Pit is definitely scary. Punsaka is the otherwise highest rated player at the table, so that worries me. Teal's game plan, if it is setting up a straw thatched roof, is also kind of scary. But I mean, I'm doing strong stuff. My collector game is strong. Seeing 3 clay go is a little sad, given that I still want a 4 clay grab also. Oof, and my 4 wood grab is gone. Sad days. I was dreaming of that 4 wood grab, but... okay, I need a food action. There's always sheep, but other people are slightly hungry. I'm like, why take 4 food here when I can take 4 food here? The answer, not clear. So, boom, I take my food action. On the wheel, I take 3 food, or I take 3 wood on the wheel if I can. If I can't, I'm gonna play I think I'm playing Furniture Maker, and then I'll play Collector. I think I can still get away with that. I mean, it's tough. I need to be fencing. I have to have already fenced and have Collector down, so I don't have that many actions left. Maybe I don't have time for Furniture Maker. Maybe it is just Collector. If I play Collector, I need to take 5 wood with 2 actions, and then I need to fence and collect. Okay, I can't play Furniture Maker, actually. This has to be Collector. Yeah, I gotta play Collector here. Purple kind of got screwed on the food here. Purple's getting punished for not taking food sooner, it looks like. Red's gonna have to day labor here. So I'm just staying start player forever, which is pretty nice. What about 2 read? What the hell? Why am I taking 2 read? No. We're not on the same game plan, buddy. 2 read is very much wrong. 2 read is super wrong. I also need food and wood for bookshelf. No, we're on very different game plans. None of that is priority at all. Not a priority at all. What is Red doing here? Red cannot play an occupation. Red's gonna beg. Red's gonna lay about. Okay. I mean, this is clearly for Loam Pit. I mean, that's obviously why you do this. You're setting up Loam Pit, but layabout when it costs you 2 food? I really don't think that's a good move. That's a net 2 food action. I mean, it gives you an Ock. I guess it's fine. I would just day labor. Day labor also like screwed purple there. Day labor would have forced purple to eat a raw grain. I mean, purple maybe considers taking a beggar here anyhow. Like, other people are going to be able to build a room soon, and purple did commit to childless. Like, I might take 2 wood as purple. Wow, they're going to build BMW, though. Okay, I mean, this childless is just going to die. Nobody's building rooms, which is, like, really bad. If growth flips, I probably do just take 3 read. Like, if growth flips here, I can take 3 read and build the first room. And if all of my opponents are going to ignore growth that hard, I probably just do that. Like, whatever. That wasn't the game plan, but also if growth flips, like, we'll stay flexible and we can collect later. Like, it'll be fine. But if growth doesn't flip, I'm just snapping for wood. And, oh wow, it is growth though. Okay, now we have to really consider. I mean, literally nobody can build a room, right? I mean, growth flipped, nobody builds a room. I build a room and push it to round 6 growth. Everybody else has to scramble to grow. And then I have easy feeding. I mean, red might take a fireplace here, but this has to just be grow. This has to just be grow. It's not really what I want to be doing. I wanted to do fun early collector things, but my opponents have said that you could just build the first room in an early growth game. So okay, if none of them wanted to be responsible, I guess I punish them all. Like, I get first growth, yay. It's ridiculous, but we'll still run collector. There's no reason not to collect this game. It's just going to be a stage 3 collector now. We'll get our animal pairs and stuff during stage 3. What a weird game. That's the earliest BMW you've seen. I mean, that was a very early BMW, obviously. Purple is just, like, completely lost here. Like, they're so out of it. This childless wouldn't even have been great. Anyhow, an early growth, but they got super screwed. But yeah. I can grow next round with... I grow with moldboard plow, I guess. Or I Ock Furniture Maker into loom. Well, wait, no, nobody's threatening the sheep. Oh my god, I get growth and sheep. I do want to still bookshelf and furniture maker, absolutely. The plan was always bookshelf and furniture maker. It's just that was going to come later in the game. I get the sheep into growth. Like, this game is so dumb and weird. Hey, Gordon, welcome. We're attempting to get the number 2 elo today. We'll see. I'm not sure these players are high enough rated for me to even get it after this game, to be honest. Especially given the way this game is gone. I mean, this game is absurd. Um, I was intending to run stage 2 collector. Why not Ock into bookshelf? I only have one Ock. Bookshelf is too much. Also, this sheep is insane. I need the sheep grab. I'm not risking, like, I have 2 actions this round. I could lose the sheep. So I don't want to lose the sheep. This is insane food tempo. I get first growth this game, the first sheep grab. Like, I just take all the good things. My opponents are giving me all of the good things, and I'll do all the rest of it later this game. Like, that's fine. An early growth game where nobody was ready to grow, like, whatever. I get first growth. Everybody else is going to half scramble for it. I mean, I guess Red's just going to build a room, but, like, this is just too good. We'll set up the rest of our game in a sec. Yeah, this is just too strong. I mean, it's a little sad that the priest is dying because the priest was totally legit. But again, we like whatever. We got gifted growth. Like we got gifted the first growth. We get the first sheep grab. We still can run collector very shortly. We still have moldboard plow. We still have furniture maker bookshelf shenanigans. We have a chimney sweep. Like, maybe we build a 4th room too still. Like, it's possible we build a 4th room this game later. It really is like a round 6 growth game, obviously. Wow, nobody's even forcing me to grow here. I could push back the growth queue even further and just choose not to grow. I could play furniture maker and then grow with a loom instead of playing moldboard plow here or woodfield. The extra action has to be good for me though. I've built a room now. Like, why purposely delay growth, right? Purposely delayed growth is probably wrong. The main reason that delayed growth could still be okay-ish is Punsaka might double build, and pushing back their double build is mildly tempting. But it's gotta just be grow, right? Just grow. Just grow. This is still straw thatched roof. This is straw thatched roof, very likely. Pushing back growth too long has to be wrong. It just can't provide enough value. Moldboard plow is good, but I actually think, and the more I think about this, I think this is woodfield. I need to save my wood so I can fence soon. I still really want to be like, I really want to be collecting during stage 3. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to, but woodfield certainly gets me closer to that goal. What would Lumen say about that? I don't know. I could just take 3 wood instead of furniture maker. I mean, I'm clearly taking 3 wood next round. I obviously am prioritizing wood, but there's not much wood on the board, so I'm going to take 3 wood, play furniture maker, play another Ock is probably what's happening. About growing? Yeah, JFG. I mean, JFG almost has to be right. But next round, I think I can get up to like 10 wood. I don't even know if I can fence. Like, can I possibly fence? Like, I might not get breeding animals in this stage off of collector, right? I don't know if I'm gonna have the time to do it, which is unfortunate because that game plan was so good, and then early growth and getting gifted growth. Wow, Red is start playing. Does Red have to start to build the next room? No, Red doesn't. Wow, Red has a carrot museum. Okay. Congrats on being first. All's Red is gonna do is build a room and grow. I'm not sure about that start player, but it might mean that it's less likely. I was gonna say, what the heck? Teal needs to sow these two. I mean, Teal is gonna start player with straw thatched roof and be able to build rooms, this is a pretty decent game from Teal. Teal's rating is not very good, but this is a pretty good game for them. Like, yeah, this is pretty good. Oh, I could get to fence 14, right? There's a chance that I get to... Oh, I could even fence 15. Oh, no, I don't have the food to fence 15. I could get away with fencing 14 and collecting, though, if things break right for me. I guess even fence 13 would be okay at that point. But yeah, this is Strathat Struff. Wait, red didn't build? Red didn't build. Oh, but purple can and can grow. Okay. I was about to say, if nobody builds and grows this round, that's hilarious. But red just screwed themselves. Red made a huge mistake going for double build. I will never understand why people try to double build at all get out. Like, you need to just build and grow. Red is so dead now. Purple builds and grows this round. Teal double builds at the start of next round and grows here and here. Red's not growing until round 10. Incredible for me, given that red is otherwise the highest rated player, and I know they still have a loam pit. Like, they still have enough resources. Their game's kind of scary, but not scary enough anymore. I mean, this is incredible. I now can play Furniture Maker, get to 9 wood, get to 10. Oh yeah, I can totally do this with Furniture Maker. You think he missed purple could build? I agree, he probably missed purple could build, but even then it's so wrong. Because if he misses purple can build, yes, he builds this round, but he doesn't grow until round 8, which gives me just another round of being the only person at 3 family members. Like, you can't delay grow here. Delayed grow is just so wrong. Like, it's very wrong to do what he did. Like, just always. Like, this is where elo ratings on BGA still baffle me some days. Like, you can't go for a double build there. It's a huge blunder. Like, you can't. Sad childless? Yeah, that's true. The childless never triggers. Oh my god. The action he was going to save would be gained. Exactly. Like, oh, he needed the 1 food? Oh, he couldn't grow this round at all, though. He never set up his food. Oh my god. Okay, well, that's hilarious. Hey, everybody. We're going to furniture make... Oh, no, 2 wood got taken. Well, I get 3 wood next round. But 2 wood got taken? Oh, because it's triple build from Teal. Oh, hilarious, but also, like, bad, but hilarious. We play our Furniture Maker, get a wood, and then we're going to eat a sheep in order to play Expensive Ock. So we get 2 wood. And I'm going to play the Stonecutter, I guess. It's not clear the Stonecutter's going to do me much, but I'm playing like most of these occupations later anyhow. So this is mostly just a wood move. And then next round we open wood into fence into collect. We're only fencing 14. We'll live. Fencing 14 is still pretty good. We have room for 3 breeding pairs. That's the key part. So wood into fence 14. The clay stacks are beautiful. It's gonna be it's a little annoying that we have to ignore them. Wait, did purple not grow? Oh my god, team. Purple didn't grow. Purple didn't grow. Okay. Well, this is the game then, team. Like, we just get to stay at 3 family members for a couple extra rounds. Like, this table is just gifting us the game. This table is gifting us the world. This collector is still gonna be quite nice. I am gonna need extra food, so that's a little bit to worry about. But yeah, he wanted to use childless, probably. I mean, whatever it is, it doesn't, like... It's a round 5 growth game. Only 1 person grew in stage 2. Like, what the hell? Only 1 person grew in an early growth game. Like, what? I was pretty sure I already had this too, but yeah, I mean, purple not growing there is like so hilarious, especially because Teal's about to triple build. Teal's gonna triple build and gunk up the room queue forever. And, like, doesn't get to grow until mega late. Red is still gonna fight in the room queue, too. Possibly double build. Like, whatever. It's just... The only question now, everybody, is, again, do these players have enough elo to actually feed me what I want? I am currently sitting at a 630, and 635 gets you the number 2 rating. I don't know what the decimals are, so I might need to gain 6 elo. The problem is I'm playing a player that's rated like 400, and the other players are basically just like 100. My guess is I only gain about 4 elo from this game. So that's a little bit sad. Because yeah, my goal of number 2 is not going to quite be met. Oh wow. Purple chooses not to grow. Purple is going to choose the childless route. That's actually a little disappointing, because purple's game is like the weakest, so I really wanted purple to grow. Teal getting to grow is mildly a problem. Teal can actually build a clay oven and feed with all this grain. It has a 5-room house. Like, not ideal, but we see lots of extra animals flipping, which is good for me. Extra animals in the game is very good for me here. I'm still the only person that can eat animals, and I'm about to fence and collect, but I need food to actually get through the next stage. So being able to take a food stack and then have everything breeding is great. Teal's not growing? Teal, you can grow. Grow is open. Okay, that has to be a misclick. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Like, just nobody's gonna grow this game. Oh my god. He found the spot. He found the right spot. He found the right spot. But this game's just bonkers. Like, it's just never growing. Flail. Flail's very nice. Flail is food. Plus, when they build the clay oven, then they can get extra bake actions. Like, Teal's game's still pretty good. I am sad that purple abdicated their grow here, but it's okay. This stone stack is also like incredibly good. I just can't take the stone stack though. This collector thing is still too good. Stage 3 collector is too good here to distract myself. So I will not distract myself. I will do the thing and then I will accelerate from here. Number 2 is the real number 1 because Pikachu plays 2 players only. I mean, I kind of agree with that, but also, I mean, like, 2-player is a legitimate pursuit, like, whatever. It's just, yeah, I mean, you can't directly compare the elos, I agree. That's the problem. Like, that's really the issue, but... what am I taking here, by the way? I get a couple resources. I get essentially 3... Wow, renovating. We're hardlining the bricklayer, people. The well is gone. That's a bit of a shame. This carrot museum, by the way, is the worst carrot museum because it's doing nothing. The board is juiced next round, but I'll get some of it. Is collector even worth it if I can get the sheep board stone? I think it still is because I have no crop source otherwise. Like, I think collector is that efficient. I might build another room yet. No, I'm not building another room. So if I'm not building another room, 1 wood for bookshelf someday is actually good. I guess 1 more reed for another renovate is still good. But I can take another reed next round. I think next round I'm opening stone. Or, no, it's probably open clay, take food, collect. Clay, food, collect, ignore the stone. That's a little sad, but I really don't need that much stone. But I can take a stone here then. Although I'm flooding the game with stone. I don't really need that much stone. I played a stone cutter. I have a chimney sweep. God, I'm just going to take the wood. Oh, clear. I think I'm just taking a wood. Well, wait, no, that's pretty... God, no, it's fine. Whatever. I'm not going to think about it too much longer. It's fine. I think collector still is worth it though, HIKLJ. Everything I've learned about watching collector games is that collector is just more efficient than you think it is. It just is. It does so much more than it ever feels like it should be. But we'll see. I mean, I think this literally is worth it though. I think I do take 4 stone here though, and then take an animal stack, eat the animals, and then collect. We get our breeding pairs, we get our other crops, we take 1 more reed, so our renovations are... Oh, wait, God, did I say take 6 clay? Did I take 6 clay instead of take the stone? God, the 4 stone... I have a deep calling to stone in my heart, but... Teal gets to grow again. Teal's game is definitely, I mean, obviously the next best. Like, Red has no food. Red's food still sucks, by the way. Red has no... Wow, Ravenous Hunger is not a great card, though. Like, Red's food still sucks here. It was part of the greatness for me. Purple can have wood. That's fine. I think I do take 6 clay over the stone. God, there's so much. The board is so good because nobody's effing growing. I'm going to be sad if I don't get a big clay stack, right? I mean, even with recycled brick, like, I want to get the pottery. especially if this loam pit ever comes out. But like, I think 6 clay is good. I can honestly worry about stone later. Maybe I get 5 stone next round for all we know. Reedstone food from red is hilariously bad. Like, red's playing this game quite poorly in my opinion. Um, like, I get that they're highly rated, but I'm not seeing it. Like, red hasn't built rooms, and it's round 9 of an early growth game. They've played a carrot museum. They don't have food figured out. Like, red's game looks really bad, even with the fact they can triple build bricklayer. Oh yes, purple's finally going to start player to grow because of teal's thing. Excellent. God, we're going to need 6 wood next round or 5 stone. Sign me up. Or I get a bunch of sheep for loom. Oh my god, amazing. I do think I take and eat the boar here and I leave the sheep. I do have to probably get moldboard plow going real soon because plow pressure is going to become a thing. But we get to take and eat these boar. Yup. And then we get to collect. Things look pretty damn good still. Obviously, I mean, loom is gonna be sick. Moldboard is sick. Our ox are still good. Our food is figured out. The stone does go. Purple takes all the stone. Okay, well that's a slight bummer because I wanted the huge stone, but I might just get 6 wood then, so. And yeah, I mean, lack of stone's slightly sad, but I actually like really need basically no stone. It's kind of hilarious. Like, I can renovate. Like, I take 1 stone here with collector plus a reed. I can renovate to the pottery, and then once I play chimney sweep, I already have enough to renovate to stone. So like, that's fine. This stone stack really probably wasn't that important or key to me scoring well. Starting teal's just gonna plow. I think that's a good move, but yeah, I think it does mean I'm getting 6 wood. I mean, maybe purple takes 6 wood instead of growing, in which case, I'm gonna like start player bookshelf and abuse furniture maker, or I just take the sheep stack. Although I don't have room for the sheep yet. I do need to take a lot of wood for stables. That's mostly why I want more wood. Anyhow, I take 1 of everything and a reed and a stone this time. Yeah, that's good. Boom. All right. That looks good, team. Definitely have to get moldboard plow going pretty soon. Want to renovate to the pottery. I want to build stables and take the sheep. Yep, there you go. That's a great call, Gordon. That's a really good way to summarize it, right? That's exactly what we're doing. Our point ceiling is going down, but point ceiling isn't what matters this game. Like, there's so many paths to point ceiling here. And I have like most of my farming done, and there's still, well, not, I mean, I have to get plowing done. There's actually a lot of other stuff I could do still, but I have a lot of ways to score points left. So many ways to score points left. 6 wood here is what I want. I want 6 wood. I will probably take the sheep then. Not that I can hold the sheep. God, do I take 6 wood, build stables, take the sheep? I probably can't build stables because red's actually going to finally build. Well, okay, never mind. I don't get the 6 wood because purple, yeah, it doesn't. Teal. Nobody growing this game is like, how does red not have a room? Teal getting to grow to 5 family members is actually going to cause me possible problems. What am I doing this round? I guess it is bookshelf. I guess I'm playing bookshelf here? Like, nobody can take and eat the sheep still, which is just hilarious, but I guess I could just eat a cow. I probably was supposed to just eat a cow. Well, God, I want to play bookshelf before playing an ock, but maybe that's trying to greed out efficiency the wrong way, because I really should be playing freaking moldboard. God, I really don't need the sheep with consultant in hand, though. Ah, screw it. We're just going to start player bookshelf. Hopefully that encourages red to build. Well, God, that's going to screw purple, but whatever. Red can build rooms. I'm not that afraid of red's game anymore. Red should build here because of this, but um Yeah, and red's snapping up the gift I'm giving them of getting to grow again, but whatever. I guess this also lets me like open 4 wood next round or something. I don't know. The animals are everything in this game is sick. The piles are insane, but I guess I mean Teal's gonna have so many family members and no wood for fences at least. But Teal getting this many actions when everybody else has been just completely abdicating their responsibilities of everything. Like, I don't even know if Red can afford to grow yet. Red still has no food. What have you been doing all game, Red? How do you have no food? Why do you not have a hearth? Why do you have a carrot museum? Why have you not grown, Purple? You could have grown. You could have grown in round 7, and instead you haven't. You haven't grown. The upshot that I mean, Teal does again have 5 family members and has fields, but Teal has no, absolutely zippity doodah for resources, so that part's highly approved. But Teal has too many actions. Plow gets taken here, which makes sense. Like, the plow pressure is also a bit of a problem for me. I really got to think about this moldboard plow coming down soon. But I think this action, though, is play... Am I playing Consultant here? God, I could just play Consultant, but I'm going to play... I'm going to play Chimney Sweep. I don't want the sheep yet, necessarily. And then this might actually just be renovate moldboard plow so I can plow twice next round. I mean, I want pottery, but it's probably more important to get the stupid moldboard plow out. I can renovate to... I can just renovate to stone for the pottery. That's right. I forgot now, right? Yeah, yeah. Stone cutter chimney sweep means, yeah, I could just renovate here. This is fine. Yeah. Just renovate the moldboard plow here. And then next round I can just renovate to the pottery next round. Although I'd rather play recycled brick before renovating. That part's awkward. Is that part important? I don't know. Teal is getting to use their Ravenous Hunger. On a big family, Ravenous Hunger is actually kind of okay here. Wow, Teal's taking a bunch of reed, though. The BMW is gone, and they have a straw-thatched roof. So that looks like a huge mistake. So thanks, Teal. I don't... This game is awkward. How do I agree. Like, why though? Why am I in this game? Like, what's happened? How am I in a game where nobody respects growth in an early growth game? Like, what happened here? I don't understand, but whatever. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. They can all do what they want. The animals are just piling up too. Nobody has a way to eat animals. Like, why? Why is nobody eating tasty animals? Oh, whatever. Why has purple never grown? I can't answer all these things. Oh, it's all good. Whatever. We're having a good game. We're having a good game. I mean, I still have so many things I want to play and do. That part kind of, but I'm definitely double plowing here. Plowing is way too important. Like, I gotta get these plows out. Like, moldboard plow only works on this space, so I gotta just make sure not to get blocked. But the board is still insane. There's so few actions in this game because people just never grew. People kept ignoring growth. There are 2 people that are at 2 family members still in an early growth game. It's round 11. Like, what's going on? I know what's going on, but why? Red finally grows. Makes a lot of sense. I am going to... I'm going to start player? I'm just re-upping start here, right? I re-up start with recycled brick and I renovate to a pottery. Teal's going to Ravenous Hunger 4 wood, probably. They're not even sure they want a Ravenous Hunger. Yeah, they're just going to directly take 4 wood. That makes sense. Teal is possibly still going to beat me. Like, Teal just has too many actions. But somebody's going to fence very soon and get all these animals, and that part's a little sad, but I just don't think that's particularly important to me. It's not super efficient. I'm going to recycled brick. Nobody can pottery on me, and nobody can renovate on me. So I'm just gonna renovate pottery next action. Yeah, that's fine. We're just gonna get that out of the way. And then we're gonna get family growth, or we double plow. Not taking plow sow is gonna be a little sad, but meh, we'll survive. We definitely have to get loom going eventually. I really want to get to 8 sheep this game. I'm not totally sure that's gonna happen given the sheep pile, but I'd like to get to 8 sheep. I guess 9 sheep even. Like I want to build stables pretty badly. That's kind of important, but the wood is getting taken by others now, so it could be a little hard. I mean, I could get quite a bit of wood still from abusing bookshelf furniture maker, and I get more animals anyhow, so there is that. But God, the animals are insane. The animals are insane, insane, insane. We hope growth flips so bad. Growth flipping is so good for me. Plow sow is so much worse for me. But I mean, we're still doing very well. Like Teal is gonna build fences to leverage some of the crazy animal stacks, so that's a bit of a shame. But it's I mean it's very much the right move for Teal. But yeah, again, Teal has 15 actions left and is at 26 points. I mean, it's very concerning. It's very annoying Teal has gotten such unrestricted growth this game. Like, it's just like, what the hell were these other players doing? But, oh well. Eating, I'm gonna eat a cow and the clay. It looks like, yeah, that's fine. Really want stables shortly. But I just don't know how I'm gonna get the wood for stables yet. But we'll get there. I don't know. I guess worst case, I end the game on like 4 cows, 5 pigs. I build 1 stable with the stable, and end at like still get like 8 sheep. I mean, ending at 4 cows, 5 pigs, 8 sheep off of 1 stable is pretty good here too. Actually, it's not a big problem. Come on, growth! Come on, growth! 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 Yeah, we hit growth. Okay, that's very important. Actually, I think hitting growth is like a pretty big difference compared to what else it would be. Like again, I don't really need plow sow yet. I want double plow. So growth is like significantly better. These animal stacks are still dumb. I might just take the cows because it's such insane food. It's such insane food. Like food still has to be okay for me because it means I don't have to eat my other animals. God, I have so much food though. I don't know. It just feels so wrong to leave fucking 3 cows on the board. But God, and I have another cow and another board in hand still too. Oh, I probably just don't need it. I just need wood. I need plow too. I mean, if plow comes back, I snap plow. If plow doesn't come back, I might just start player. God, I don't really want to be start player yet. I want to start player loom. That's what I want to do. So I guess I can take wood into start player loom. If I don't get plow back. Animal tamer. Red's seen the tasty animals and is like, I want animals. I want those animals in my house. I mean, these animals are absurd. Absolutely absurd. Teal kind of wants this clay stack. This is 8 clay. My God, 8 clay. There's just 8 clay on the board. Teal's gonna take plow though. Okay, I'm gonna take wood then. That's fine. I mean, not getting plow is actually a bit of an issue because I really need double plow again, but I probably get there soon. Hey, purple can grow. Purple, you can grow finally. You have enough crops. Grow. You should grow. You should really think about growing. It's a treasure trove board. That's part of what's been so annoying. Teal got to grow into a game where the board is insane because freaking nobody grew. Like, it's such a weird game to be in where nobody wanted to grow. I mean, wow, Sleeping Corner for purple. Sleeping Corner for purple is incredible here, actually. It's also really good for me, though, because it means purple doesn't need to first action grow, so I will get another growth this game, which is great. Wait, they're not... Oh, they have Merchant. I was like, wait, they're not playing Sleeping Corner, but no, they still are. I take 3 wood, then. Making sure Teal can't get easy wood is still fine. I need more wood. Play an Ock for wood instead of 3 wood. I debated that, but I think I'm still gonna Ock for more wood. I think I want 3 wood actions this game. I can always get these Ock actions later. I can't necessarily get 3 wood actions later, and I think I'm still aiming for stables. Like, I'm slightly running into ceiling issues of, like, what do I do with the rest of my actions? Like, I have 9 actions left. I probably have enough good things to be doing with them. I mean, I need plow, I need loom, I want grow, I want sow, I want plow. I play Ock stable. Like I'm probably full up actions wise, but yeah, maybe I'm full up actions wise enough that I don't need to do this. But whatever, I am doing it. Purple chooses not to grow because reasons. Also, red chose to play animal tamer and not taste the animals. Um, do I just make sure to take these freaking crazy cows off the board? I just don't need the food, right? I just start player freaking loom. And just take my plow. Not taking plow sow is a bummer, but SP stable better maybe. Um yeah, I guess that's an interesting argument. I could play this stable and then I could have played consultant and I can play loom whenever later. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a reasonable argument actually, but I mean, my next round might be double plow into start player stable anyhow, because starting for last action plow sow is very good for me. And yeah, I might just go for a single stable this game, although I am playing more ox that are going to give me more wood. I don't know. I'm slightly chasing down points. Wow, Teal is playing another Ock here. Teal is playing Stable Master just to get the pigs. It's not crazy, actually. The pigs are stupidly good. Yeah, the pigs are like a 4-point action, so that's annoying. Teals has too much value. Everybody's leaving too much value on the board. I can't stop it all. Curse you all. Curse you all. Why did you never grow? All right. I am just double plowing. I have to double plow. If plow sow comes back, amazing. If plow sow doesn't come back, I guess growth comes back, probably. Do I grow before I play stable? I probably just start player for plow sow. Start player for plow sow is very good. I probably just take start player on the wheel if it comes, and then that'll take growth if it comes. Everyone leaving value includes me. It does include me. I'm a little bit doing my own thing. I'm actually really sad I'm doing a collector. Like I probably shouldn't have done collector. And the reason I probably wasn't supposed to do collector is because the board apparently was sick this game. But how am I supposed to actually know that? Like, wow, Ravenous Hunger into the stone stack for Teal is sick. Teal has double Renos lined up. Like, Teal is definitely possibly going to win this game, which is frustrating. Like, Teal already is at 45, basically, after doing the double Reno, which is gross. Very gross. I probably can compete with that. Maybe. I don't know. It's going to be tight. We'll see. I mean, the renovation is going to feed me a bunch of clay from recycled brick. I still can get up to quite a few more points on loom and animals. The plow sow that I'm about to start for is absolutely nutty. Yeah. We'll see. I have a lot of points coming too, but nobody growing still. Wait, purple's building a room? Purple, don't build a room. You can grow without. Don't build a room. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whatever. Purple building a room's really bad though. Like really bad. You can't be building a room, bro. You can't. Gotta be building fences, purple. Fences. You can't you can't afford to build a room. You should fence. Just grow on this spot. You have a sleeping quarter. It works on both. Red, there's open rooms. You have to grow. How are you a 400s rated player? You haven't grown at all. Also, how is Teal like a 100s rated player? I mean, I guess everything just broke well. Normally, to be fair, normally if you delay your build until you can triple build off Sleeping Corner, and then you like are trying to grow like normally if you delay your grows this much, everybody else builds rooms and you don't get to just grow a ton. But Teal now has a hearth to eat all their tasty animals. It's concerning. The main upside is that hopefully Teal just is running out of enough other ways to score. Hey, growth came back to us anyhow, which is kind of what I was betting. My last action here is Consultant. It's probably Consultant, right? Consultant looks quite good here. What am I eating? I'm eating a clay. I can eat a cow. I can eat a boar. So cow, boar, clay feeds me. And yeah, Consultant comes with wood. I probably pay for the extra wood so I can build another stable still. I probably have uncontested access to stable the last round. And then game catcher is just food, but that's okay. Yeah, Teal's gonna try to build more fences still. I'd get him. I mean, Teal gets... Well, these guys get renovate. Yeah, purple's never renovated. Wait, red just fenced instead of growing? Red, I handed you red fence. I handed you red fence, red. Grow. Grow. I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, muckrake is a bad sign for my stabling dreams. That's not good. It's not good. Yeah, we're just gonna let animals pile up on the board some more because everybody doesn't want to grow this game. So whatever. Anyhow, we're gonna help get loom up there. That's some good points. Get some furniture maker wood to maybe do something with. There still is a joinery, but I don't have a stone. Meh, we'll see. I also get loom food. Everybody. I forgot. That's part of the glory of loom. I have 2 food coming in off loom. I eat a clay. Eating a clay is fine because I'm gonna get I get so much clay from recycled brick here. My pottery is actually gonna get more points. I'm breeding more points. I have 5 actions. Teal has 5 actions. One of their actions is Reno. One of mine is a sick plow sow. I probably still win this game, right? I mean, Teal's getting a lot closer than I'd like, but I think I still just have too much here. But yeah, it's a little closer than I'd prefer. I eat a clay, and then yeah, I actually only have to eat a cow here. I don't have to eat the boar, so I won't yet. Yeah, just in case. These sheep are not really points unless I get more stables. Yeah, what am I actually doing here? I'm gonna take this and then hope to take wood into stables. Like I really am running out of points. I mean, I guess plow is 1 point if it comes back. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, getting all this clay getting fed to me is great. Like I really am breedy. I'm really at 43. After I plow sow, I'm basically already at 50. So, I mean, that feels good, I guess. Teal really is hitting 45 after red. Well, red fences is like, Teal still is also like annoyingly close to me though. I think the main upside is Teal runs out of points faster than I do. But I don't know if that's true. You think it's going to be close? If Teal gets red fence, he'll be very competitive. Yeah, I assume he does get red fence also, for the record. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like I agree. It's looking pretty close. Like, and I might get stable blocked. Like my concern here is that purple has this dumb muckrake and might want to build stables. Like hopefully he doesn't, but I have like nothing to do here but go for stables. Like going for stables and more animals is about all I can do. Um, Teal does get red fences. Purple's taking the stone oven. Yeah, okay. There's still a joinery, I guess, is possibly a thing I can still angle for, but it's a lot of actions and I could easily get blocked on major minor. Wow, teal's just red fencing even though I don't need to. Oh, because teal can't take the cows. I see. I can just take the cows. Just take the cows away from teal is probably actually what I'm supposed to do here. Because how else can teal score? And the cows is a 3-point action for them. And at the worst case, it's feed for me. Taking the cow gets the win. I mean, there might be a young animal market, but teal can also go for stables then in response. Wow, it is stock, man. Okay, I'm never getting stables. I'm never getting stables. So I guess I just have a 1-point fence action later. Sow is still good for them. That's true too. They get sow back. That's awkward. I can't block everything this round. So if I'm not blocking everything, I still could try to take wood into joinery, but god, it's such a risky line. I guess I could take stone here into joinery. If I take stone here, is anybody blocking me on joinery? No. Huh. This is awkward. This is awkward. Teal really has to want the cows, but yeah, also sowing is pretty good for them. Nobody else is gonna sow. I can't sow. How else do I score points? What do I do to get points? How do I make enough points? I want a stable. I can't stable. I just have to accept I can't stable. So I basically have to joinery. Purple has wood barter, so they already have enough. They already can force stable. Like, that's the problem. With wood barter, they can just stable. Yeah, I don't think I can sneak it. I think I'm doomed. I think purple's clearly going to block it if I go for it. The real question is, can I get away with majoring in joinery still? Is that even good? I also can just build a fireplace here for a point. I could just major a fireplace. I guess I could just do that. I could just keep taking 1-point actions. I mean, it feels awful, though, because teal's taking 3-point actions. Screw it. I'm going to start by taking the cows, then. I can take 1-point actions later. Plow is a 1-point action also, I forgot about. I literally think I'm just taking 1-point actions here. I'm going to plow, I'm going to fence, I'm going to fireplace. Like, that's basically what I'm going to do. And I'm going to have to hope that's enough, which it probably is, because teal also looks pretty point capped here. But, I mean, teal could have, like, young animal market or something. I don't remember if that was in the draft. Unfortunately, I'm foggy on that type of stuff. Not getting stables is very sad. Yeah, I agree. Wow, Teal's attempting the stable line? I mean, Teal, you're not getting stables. Like, I'll stable block here, but yeah, no, purple builds their stables. But yeah, not being able to build stables really sucks. Purple building this room and then building stables rather than fencing is, I mean, it's just whatever. It's a very weak player doing unpredictable things. Like, it's fine. Kind of got screwed by purple taking 6 wood over growing. Yep, that also was really unfortunate. Like that's part of what's so tough about playing with really weak opponents is like you don't know what's happening. I can't block sow. Yeah, I can't block sow. But I will just plow. Plowing gets me a point. I'll get fencing back. Yeah, I get fences back for a point. I probably can fireplace for a point. I'm just gonna take my 1-point moves. It might not be enough, but I mean, purple. Or to be fair, teal taking 4 wood was completely no points. So teal taking no points is a good move in my book. Like anything teal does that's not points is I'm a big fan of. After this so bake, teal might be out of points, especially since I'm gonna major fireplace next action, and then final action fence. Like I should still win this game. I'm breeding 1 more point of sheep is 53, fireplace is 54, fence is 55. I mean, 55 wins this game, right? I mean, teal has 51 with 2 actions left. They don't have 4 points left, right? Right? If they have young animal markets, and then they have... I don't think they can actually beat me, but it is a lot closer than I'd like. I didn't quite get away with everything I wanted this game because, yeah, I mean, purple just did very unexpected things, but that's okay. The 4 wood was a bad move. I mean, to be fair, they probably thought they could stable, and they also are really running out of points, is my guess. And so, you know, if they misread the board, I approve. Misreading the board is pretty, you know, being able to predict even the wild players occasionally pays off, even though I obviously couldn't completely predict the wild player because they did very wild stuff. Like 6 wood over grow was very quite wrong for them, obviously. Like growing super late, like they're supposed to have grown much sooner. They were supposed to have grown much sooner. Teal has a canoe, that's why they took the wood. Okay, well that's a 1 point action, and that's not young animal market, so that's clearly a win. Clearly a win for us still. But teal still had a very nice game, but again, I mean everything went stupid for them during the mid game. Getting to, they were the second to grow in round 8. I mean, I grew round 6. Nobody grew round 5. Nobody grew round 8. And then, yeah, teal got to grow. Did teal get to 5 before either of these guys got to 2? Or no, red, I let red get to 3, right? Red got to 3 in round 10 because of my start player or something. I'm not even sure that's true. Whatever. It was absolutely wild game. It was an absolutely wild game. But whatever, we take our 1 point actions at least, and we move on. Yeah, we at least hit 55. I mean, hitting 55 with the collector game, certainly not bad. But yeah, it's double early growth, so scores got higher. I mean, again, just getting gifted growth because like this was such a weird game. Like I was totally ready to collector and do fencing stuff and then go into priest. Instead, at the start of round 5, growth flips. I'm start player. I can take 3 read and build the first room. I get grow in 6. Everybody else ignores building rooms and growing. Red plays absolutely like red. I mean, red has a trash fire score here, but red played so poorly. They have a loam pit in hand that they never played. They have a carrot museum that did like nothing. Oh no, they did play loam pit. Sorry, I just forgot about it. But like, this was so poorly played. Like you got to just build a room. You see growth. You can build, but blue grew in 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So okay. So yeah, teal getting to grow to 5 is like why their game's so good. But it's because these two jokers just ignored growth. Like how? How are you rated 400 and you just you don't grow? Like it was so weird. Econ Sean, this game was so bad. So as I was just recapping, I was the first to grow in round 6. I was aiming to just do 2-room collector and then do priest. But at the start of round 5, I was sitting there with 10 wood, with a hearth and collector, wanting to do collector things. Growth flips. I can take 3 read and build the first room. So I'm like, I gotta take 3 read and build the first room. Growth flipped. We gotta audible. So I grew in round 6. Nobody grew round 5. Nobody grew round 7 because all of these jokers continued to not have room parts. And then teal somehow triple builds and grows 8, 9, 10 because these players, even though purple finally built, they just kept their childless going forever. Like it was an insane game. Like somehow it was an early growth game and I was at a table where nobody wanted to grow. And I was also planning a let's grow late strategy because I wanted to abuse collector, but collector's still too good. Yeah, I agree. Collector just is very flexible, right? It turned out that, hey, what can I do instead?
oh, I could just take the first growth and then I just do stage 3 collector, which is what we did. We got all of our stuff set up in stage 3. And then the animals were insane this game. There was 5 sheep, 3 boar, and 3 cows, like at the start of round 12 or something, because none of these guys could fence, and for some reason, none of them wanted to eat animals. None of them built a cookery until very late. And so the animals just got insane because I also didn't need them because I set up like it was a game where I kind of wish I just didn't collect. I think I probably still got enough value. It was fine, but also just the way the animals piled up, it's just like, why did I collect? Like, I should have just abused this table more. But it looks like I still have the win here. Teal's desperately trying to find a point, but it doesn't matter. I forgot that my chimney sweep was giving me a bunch of points in the final round too. I totally that. I forgot. That's why I'm further ahead here. I was a little wondering like but when they renovated, I each got a point too, which really helped make me pull ahead here at the end because I was a little concerned, but I forgot to account for those points earlier. So good old chimney sweep. You think I score higher with the stage 4 collect? Stage 3 felt forced on the juiced board. Yeah, it might have been HIKLJ. You might still be right. It might have been right to just take strong actions off the board, and then collect a little later. Like I was a little, even with taking a diversion, I was still pretty committed to my general game plan, and I probably had to be even more flexible to the absolute zaniness that was going on in this game. But it's so hard to like adapt to an absolutely insane game. Like I made a game plan for I made quite a strong game plan for a more normal type of game, and we somehow wound up in this bonkers one. Like every once in a while, people just decide not to build cookeries. Yeah, I agree, right? Like, they see collector, there's so much food. Like, I don't know. But whatever. This game was just insane. But all right, time for the big reveal, everybody. Are these players possibly in any world rated high enough to actually get us the number 2 elo? The answer almost has to be wrong, but that can be scary when only one person fences after. Yeah, I was very happy that Teal originally fenced 8 and could only take one of the animal stacks, which was very fortunate because I was like, oh my god, if Teal could actually fully fence and take all the animal pairs, like, I would have been in a lot of trouble. Like, it would be pretty scary here if Teal also, like, yeah, had actually gotten the huge cow stack, but Red threw an animal tamer down and took the cows. But and we still just had enough ceiling. I mean, we still hit 55. I'm not gonna eat the cow. It's fine. It's fine, game. I still hit 55 even with 2 beggars, and I wanted to build stables and just wasn't able to. Like, I still had enough path to points here that yeah, it just was good. No, not enough elo. Not enough elo. I mean, up to 6 in arena is nice, but as expected, only 4 points this game. We're 1 point away from number 2. 1 point. To be fair, I mean, this player absolutely played like a 130s. This player, like, again, I guess they played pretty poorly, except they got to grow super aggressively. And anytime somebody, like, the only time I lose to really low rated players pretty much is this situation where they get away with their nutso, let's build up triple build resources instead of just building, and they get away with growing stupidly aggressively off the back of it. I mean, and Strauth Strip is just actually crazy efficient, and like Scythe, like they're great. Their food is actually like really good too, with what they set up. So when you get a weaker player that actually sets up strong feeding and gets to aggressively grow while doing kind of efficient things, yeah, good for them at putting together like a pretty good game plan and actually pulling it off. I mean, so much value is left on the board though too, but yeah, it's partly my fault. So red, this is red. If you red, everybody's lesson for red this game: build the damn room. Yes, you have bricklayer. Yes, you have loam pit. Build the damn wooden room. You first grew in round 11 this game, and you could have had round 7 growth, right? Nobody built a room in round 6. They could have built a room in round 6 and grown in round 7 if they just figured out their damn food. Like, they could have had so many actions on a juiced ass board, and instead they're like, nah, I'm gonna go for the efficiency of building multiple rooms with bricklayer later. And it obviously killed them. I mean, it was so bad. Also, no food. They could have built the fireplace at any point this game. They have bricklayer. It's a 1 clay fireplace. No, no, not gonna do that either. Not gonna do that either. They're gonna struggle. They're gonna struggle to feed. Like, it was remarkable. I mean, again, whatever. Elo is not everything, but like, you're rated to 400s. Like, it was just pretty surprising. Anyhow, I don't think there's a lot else to be said there. That was a fun game. Collector is quite good, especially with some other like smaller house and other cards. We're 1 glorious point away for a little while. Um, I have some async games I'm gonna cash in soon though. Like, realistically, I'm probably just waiting for this one to finish. We're so close to finishing this game. Oh, we're so close to finishing this game. As soon as McMuzzle does his feeding and breeding, this'll win me the number 2 badge. Also, I'm choosing to show this one because it doesn't matter if people can see my hand anymore. This game was insane. Good old furnisher, carpenter's parlor, patron tutor bookshelf. Like, patron tutor bookshelf was way too much fun this game. Swing plow, grocer, god, master building a room late and furnishing another freaking improvement. It was this one. This async game was also just stupidly dreamy. Um, just early growth, furnisher, carpenter's parlor, furnish the hearth. I furnished a pottery, I think, while building a room. I furnished the well while building my 5th room. I I grew to 5 pretty rapidly. I was able to feed because of patron bookshelf shenanigans. I was able to breed animals with Animal Tamer and putting them in my house. And then, yeah, I got to play swing plow, get all my fields. My fencing came a little late and was kind of bad, but also, like, my farm's fill. Like, oh, this was a fun one. So hopefully McMuzzle logs in. Oh, McMuzzle is logged in. Come on, McMuzzle. Take your actions. Feed me the number 2 ELO badge. I've never got it. I want it. Give it to me. Give it to me. As for the regular arena ratings, for people who didn't know, Zach was at like an 1840, and he took some 3rd places recently at some not incredibly great tables, and that tumbles you down real fast. So the arena season just got a hell of a lot more interesting because Zach kindly or whatever chose not to just park at 1840, and the world is a lot more open again. You got the number 2 ELO badge for Feast for Odin? Sweet, that's nice. I originally said I was going to grind to Feast for Odin early while it's easy to get badges, and then I didn't because I'm not in love with a Feast for Odin, it turns out, after I've played some online again lately. Like, it's fine, but I'm not super feeling it, so but yeah, the arena battle it's on. There are a lot of strong players this arena season still, but I'm feeling reasonable about being able to get top 10, but I'm also on a super good streak right now. So, you think somebody's going to need 1900? Wow, I doubt 1900 is going to win. I really doubt that. I think it's really hard to maintain even mid 1800s, as Zach just showed. Like, once you're in the like mid 1800s, games like this kill you, where you take 44 to 45, 45, like, whatever, that's not a bad result. 22 points, boom, gone. Like, being at 1840s is so hard because if you slip up just a little once, it's just, like, gaining 22 points back is going to take Zach like 4 wins. Like, I mean, he could definitely do that, but I don't know. It's tough. Here's another 4th he took recently, right? Barely a couple points. Here's another 3rd. This 3rd also killed him. Yeah, another 21 points lost. Like, I don't know. I think once you're in 1850s, it's really hard. I doubt somebody's gonna get to 1900, but if you win, does Board Game Arena send you 6 billion resources? Nah, if you win, you just get you just get badges. You get silly badges. That's all we care about. But you think towards the end of the season it's gonna be better? All these people are silver. If all those people were elite, he wouldn't have lost that much. That's a little bit true. A lot of players' ratings are still lower, so then you lose more. But I don't know. I think it's quite hard to maintain 1850s. Um, but we'll see. I mean, it does depend a little bit on the overall size of arena. Oh, hey, is it my turn in that Agricola game yet? No, it's not. Nuts. Come on. Um, but anyhow, sorry. My basic experience from Terra Mystica is that 1840s does win arena. Now, Agricola does have 890 players have played 1900 games thus far. Terra Mystica has it's definitely a smaller player pool this season than past seasons, but in the past in Terra Mystica, like Terra Mystica has looked a lot like Agricola did last season, where like somebody wins in the kind of mid to low 1800s, and it's most of the rest of the players are in the 1700s. I'm not expecting Agricola to be massively different. And so that's why I'm saying that I don't expect to see Agricola with like a bunch of people in the 1800s and somebody pushing 1900. I think it's really hard to do that. So my experience from Terra Mystica is telling me that that's how Agricola is going to look. But I mean, some of these Terra Mystica seasons see a lot of action too. But Agricola seems just a little more popular right now than Terra Mystica ever was, which will slightly push up people's ratings. So we'll see exactly what that means. Agricola definitely a slightly faster game. So, what's the win rate of the best players in Terra Mystica? Very similar to Agricola. Like in my opinion, it's very similar. Like I think the skill in both games is very similar. To be fair, the elo ratings in Terra Mystica versus Agricola are very similar. Like the top of the Terra Mystica leaderboards looks pretty similar. Terra Mystica has slightly higher elos, but I think it's just because it's been around a little longer. But like the top players over in Terra Mystica land are also like there's a bunch of four-player players here that are, kind of in the mid 600s. There's a couple four-player players hanging around the upper edge of 700, and then this is much like the good story is the Pikachu's of the Agricola world. This is a two-player specialist. So this is what Pikachu's looks like in a year from now, as everybody's elos slowly increase because, again, elo is an inflationary like the way BJ has it set up since the 100 elo players can never lose. The more of them that show up, the more elo increases. So we'll see. My opinion is that they're both. I think comparing Agricola and Terra Mystica elos and stuff is fairly reasonable. So I'm expecting that if Zach parked at 1840, he would have had a pretty decent chance to win this season. Um, but then again, last season we did see a couple Agricola players. So 1840 maybe wasn't quite enough. Maybe we will see a bit of a fight in the low 1800s. Maybe 1840 doesn't quite win. I would be pretty surprised if we get to like 1900 though. So when's the next Agricola game? I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna hang out a little, play with my dog, do some stuff. I'm casting the Fire 2 Open today with I don't know who, but that's in about an hour on Twitch TV/Fire 2 tournaments. We got a really cool game going in the Terra Mystica world. I'm not playing, I'm casting it, but that'll be good. I don't know when the next Agricola game is going to be then. I kind of have a busy day and stuff planned through tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow evening. But yeah, realistically, I'm really just hoping to cash in this async game to hit my stupid number 2 badge. So we're really waiting for McMuzzle to take his turn. I'm guessing he's playing a real-time game right now. Come on, McMuzzle, take your turn. Take your turn. No, you're on. You just have a ton of Agricola games. Take your turn, McMuzzle. Do it for us. Do it for us. Anyhow, are there any other games other than Agricola and Terra Mystica that I consider trying for a higher rating? Um, I mean, to be clear, I mostly play games just because it's fun. And right now, I'm having a lot of fun still playing Agricola, and I'm having fun playing Terra Mystica again. But I did take like a 3 month break from Terra Mystica where I played very little. Um, and I'm a pretty competitive person, and so if you throw silly badges and numbers at me, I'm going to pay attention to them, and I care a bit about them. But obviously, if I never actually get the number 2 badge for Agricola, it's fine. I'm not going to go out of my way to get it. I'm playing games and I hope I get there. It's cool if I do because I get a silly badge and I like that silly little affirmation, but realistically, it doesn't matter much. Um, and so that's basically what happened. Like for A Feast for Odin, the very first couple days it came out, I was playing a couple of games because I was like, ooh, I'm going to play a bunch. I like this game. I'm going to try to fight for a rating. But as soon as I started doing that, I realized like I'm not having fun. Like a couple of games was good, but I had no interest in grinding 20 games in order to get a top whatever badge. Um, there's nothing else currently on BGA where I'm like, ooh, I want to play a bunch of games to get a top badge. Really, I mostly play games for fun. Um, I have been playing a decent amount of Imhotep on the side, especially async. So I am kind of competing the Imhotep arena season here. There's very few players in the Imhotep arena season, 81 games compared to Agricola's 1900. So it's a very small crew fighting this one, to be fair. But you want to play Great Western Trail? Can I get you access? No, I can't. But Great Western Trail is in if you can become a BJ reviewer and you can just go do it. I don't remember how you do that necessarily, but BJ reviewers, um, you have to hit certain things to hit the BJ reviewers. Become a BJ reviewer. Here we go. This is the page. So, um, I guess I'll copy that for you. But that's how you go become a BJ reviewer, and then you can go do what you'd like. You can see everything that's in alpha. I already am a member, so it doesn't tell me what the requirements are, but I can't like invite you in. How is the Great Western Trail alpha looking? It's fine. Like it works pretty well. I'm not. It's kind of a messy game to like show and summarize easily on one screen. Basically from playing and doing some testing in Great Western Trail, and I do have an ongoing async game with friends that I've had an async game with friends, like a rotating one very constantly for like a year now. I enjoy it, but I suspect once Great Western Trail hits, I'll do a couple Great Western streams, but I also doubt I'm going to try to fight for an ELO badge. I just don't. I realize that I just don't love the game enough. I've played Great Western Trail in my life maybe close to 100 times now, and it's a game that has led me to realize, like, it's one of those games where it was interesting enough to me to really want to play dozens of times, but I don't think it's a game I want to play hundreds of times. I've really become disillusioned by it. So I don't expect to play it a ton. There's a lot going on. Yeah, Great Western Trail looks okay. But yeah, it's a little messy. Like it's a pretty decent implementation, but I think more so it's not a great game for digital. The other thing that actually is horrible in my opinion is the freaking second edition of Great Western Trail. I don't think it like I think the art choices are really poor for like making a easily like I think it makes it really hard to have like a really clear board state. I think first edition is much cleaner. Both are programmed on BGA, but I don't know what people are going to typically play. But I'm really not a fan of the way second edition looks. It's a little bit because I'm a curmudgeon and I'm used to the way things were, but it's a little bit. I just think it's a much worse art design for easily conveying information. But BGA always goes with trying to make faithful adaptations of how the board really looks. You know, they're taking real assets like the real artwork and just putting it on there, which is fine. But I also wish Great Western Trail had like a very different. I wish it had a different information design. I think it'd be a much more interesting game to play online if it looked different, but that's not how that's going to work. So And then what else have I been playing a bunch of lately? I think the answer is not a lot. I have a rotating game of Puerto Rico that always goes. I have a rotating game of St. Petersburg, but I'm not trying for badges in those games. I'm playing a bunch of Can't Stop. I am trying to get top 10 and Can't Stop again this season. So that is a thing I'm doing. But yeah, essentially I'm competing in 4 games for arena status. I'm playing a little bit of El Grande now that it hit beta, but I'm not going to get a top badge in El Grande. I'm not that great of an El Grande player. I'm not really fighting for a Feast for Odin. I'm not fighting that. So yeah, it's really, I guess these 4 games are kind of my current games where I kind of care about my rating and stuff. My Imhotep rating is quite good. I have like a top 10 elo in Imhotep. Yeah, I do have a top 10, number 8 at the moment. I mean, number 1 is stupid. I don't know how this guy in Imhotep has done this. Just played more games than everybody. I don't know, but I do have a silly top 10 Imhotep badge at least. Maybe I could get to the top 5 soon. But all right, we're gonna play one game of Can't Stop now because I've been blabbing too much. But you can't bring yourself to play Can't Stop this season. You burned out. Hey, that's fair. Burnout happens. Take a step back. I took a step back from Terra Mystica for like 3 months, and that was great. I just didn't have a drive at that time. I just wasn't feeling it, and I basically kind of retreated from the Terra Mystica world. And I've come back recently, and I feel good. I'm having fun playing Terra Mystica again. It's like rediscovering a game that I love, and for whatever reason, for a little while there, I just didn't. I just wasn't feeling it. So that's fine. That happens with games. As for Can't Stop, look, I burned out last season and I quit playing. This season, I've had like a decent run again. I've definitely got a couple of lucky games. I've had slight unlucky streaks. The season before, I had a terrible streak. It was so frustrating. I was in the low 200s of elo. I think I actually dipped into the upper 100s of elo for Can't Stop for a while, which is nutty. Like, I'm not supposed to be down there. But at least I don't think I'm supposed to be down there. I should have taken the 7s, everybody. I should have taken the 7s. I got greedy. I got greedy for the free 6-8. Any Agricola today? I already played Agricola. Go watch the VOD. I finished an Agricola game. Then I blabbed out a bunch. Then I'm playing A Can't Stop here. I say A Can't Stop, but I'm probably going to lose this one or something. But I plan to just play this Can't Stop game and then do other things. I'm casting an F2O game in like an hour, which means I need to actually go play with my dog and eat lunch and do a few things. My opponent just had a pretty good 4-9-10 turn, which is annoying. And I am not looking at great numbers here. I don't really want to take the 4-5. I kind of am willing to just concede the 4s. So I'm going to take 3-6. Not that 3-6 is a great number combo. 3-6-7, that's what we're rolling. Let's hope to get decent progress. Is that good enough progress? 8 steps. We're going once more. Another 3. All right, that's a pretty good turn, actually. Did you miss the farming? You did miss the farming. We got a nice win. The game was absolutely absurd. Nobody respected growth. I was trying to do a collector game. I was just going to run collector and then do priest stuff, so I wasn't planning on building an early room. Growth flipped in 5. Nobody else could build. I could take 2 read and then build, and I was like, sure, I guess I do that. So I took 3 read. Sorry, I took 3 read, built the first room. I grew in 6. Nobody grew in 7. And then somebody grew in 8, 9, and 10 and nearly beat me because the other players completely disrespected growth that whole time. It was absolutely insane. It was so weird. We had to keep doing weird stuff. Our opponent is rolling pretty well here, team, and they're on 4s and 10s, and I don't really want to contest them, so we're just going to race them up other columns. We do get 8-6. We get the 6-7-8. We're going to take that. And we're going to roll it a decent ways here because otherwise we're going to lose. How are we winning this game? Are we just going to win 6s, 7s, and 3s? Or are we giving ourselves chances on all 3 columns? Let's go with give us chances on all 4 columns. Let's try to kind of move up all equally. Oh, there we go. Well, that's not looking good. Not looking great. It's not death yet, but that was not good. Not good. Our opponent is not on great number combos, but they refuse to bust, and so we could be in trouble here. Could be in trouble. Okay, they do bust. Good, good, good. They give us a chance. I take 5-6 here. 5-6-8, 5-6-7. I'm not on the eights, but 5-6-8 is like significantly better number combo than 5-6-7. So I think I take the 5-6-8, and we just hope to roll decently well. Bloop bloop bloop. All right. Do I want to fight the fives? Not really. All right. What have I done? I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to take that as enough. I probably could roll that a little further, but I'm pretty comfortable with this. This gives me, on a future turn, I take 3 6s to close that column. It's a decent position to be in. My opponent busts again. Excellent. Excellent. 8-7 is good. 8s are great. 6, 7, 8 is great. We just cap the 6s. Ooh, or we can take double 8. We take double 8 because we're greedy sons of guns, and now we cap the 6s. All right, things are looking a lot better now. We can cap the 8s still. We can still try to win the 3s. We can maybe win the 7s. Our opponent hasn't capped any columns, although they do get 4-10 here, so that's a little. We're still in a game. Still in a game. 12-8 is fine, and we just want more 7s then. All right, we need to get 2 3s. We need to get a bunch of 7s, or we need 2 12s. Our opponent insta busts because they roll trip 8s. That's unfortunate. We take the 3-5. We just want 3s. I'm stopping right there because 3-4-5 is a terrible number combo. I only need a single 3. My opponent has to cap 2 columns. Wow, they don't even get a turn. I feel bad because now I'm just getting dumb luck. But dumb luck wins. Congrats. That's can't stop. That is can't stop, everybody. Dumb luck. There we go. Ooh, nearly top 10. Once I'm top 10, I'm parking. I am not above parking. I just want a top 10 arena badge again. I got top 10 in the previous season, and I want to get top 10 again. Now, admittedly, by the end of the season, top 10 usually is like a little above 1,700 is the cutoff. And admittedly, the cutoff currently is 1,700. So actually, I have quite a long ways to go to still get there. That's quite a few wins. Yeah. Oh wow. The cutoff last season was nearly 1750. Yikes. Okay. I have a long ways to go. I did get 1743 2 seasons ago, but well, we'll see. We'll see how this season goes. Anyhow, that's all for now. That was a fun day. Oh, is it my Agricola turn yet? No, not my Agricola turn yet. Come on, McMuzzle, take your turn. I want my top 2 badge before Zizak makes it impossible. I want my top 2 badge. Come on. All right, Zizak, give me like a day. What? Question mark? It's just you. You're below me again for a while. I'm so close to the top 2 badge. I've never got the top 2 badge. And I have an async game where McMuzzles takes a turn, I take my feeding phase, and I think the game is over, and I cash in that win, and I get my second ELO badge. Yeah, I see that you've taken a slight tumble. I mean, it happens to all of us. Like, I'm on a good run, but yeah, I've never actually got to second place ELO, so I have this silly goal currently that I'm trying to get there, and I'm very close, but I don't have time for another game today, and I'm probably not going to play again until tomorrow, but I have an async game that could cash in any moment. So that's what I'm hoping for now. I'm hoping to get my stupid little top 2 ELO badge in a sec, but we'll see. Catching Pikachu's is impossible. I agree. Like I'm not aiming to get number 1. Number 1 would be sick, but that's not my goal. But the number 2 badge is very achievable right now. So I am hoping to get that one because I haven't actually earned it. So just learn 2-player. I don't remember. I don't know if you watched that, but I did do 1 2-player stream one day because I wasn't getting a table, and I played 2-player against Gordon, and I hated it. I hated it so much. I reminded myself of why I don't like 2-player, and I will not play 2-player. Oh, yeah. I hate 2-player so much too. I reminded myself of how much I hate 2-player. So yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Pikachu's can have his 2-player badge. I'm gonna tempt. Lumen said he might try to jump in against Pikachu sometime. That's my dream. I want Lumen can go back to mastering 2-player and go sabotage Pikachu's rating for all of us. That's that's like my best chance of getting Pikachu's down. Not myself, but somebody else could do it. So that's what we pray. That's also the dream. But until then, I'm gonna head off. Thanks all. It's been fun hanging around. But yeah, I really should do other things. So thanks. See y'all later.